Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Set 90 Wolf.
Silver.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Let's go.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Down. 8-3.
Hey, watch the ball.
General West.
On first down, Coyle toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Hey, check 24.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Throwing again. Coyle. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
20! Well, they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, turn it up.
Pilot, 64, reach.
57's right. Right here.
Go.
Kill.
2nd and 5. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's incomplete.
The 2nd down pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Coyle. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st down, Indianapolis.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rush in.
Rock it.
Now Rashad Penny. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
80 weapons.
On the run, it's Penny. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw. Coyle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch your lane. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Slam, slam, slam.
Look, squeeze.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Coyle on the screen. This is Edmonds. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with Penny. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Move that, move that.
play action. Coyle letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
61, match box right. Ready?
To throw again. Coyle. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Coyle. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over 3rd and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Greystone travel.
Check 31. 25. Check 25. Check
Lead grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go.
Check the call. Check the call.
5.
2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ready.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Get it.
Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
He's going. Single.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Okay.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Throwing on 1st down. Coyle, they set up the screen to Penny. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Coyle. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Coyle. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are backed up as far as they can be. They're going to start this drive at their own 1.
And it was on this very site in the old Metrodome. Obviously, this is a new stadium. But remember, Tony Dorsett broke off a 99-yard touchdown run on a Monday night game against the Vikings, one that we'll remember for the ages.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Ready?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check right, check right. Check 3, check 3.
Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Coyle. Complete to Kelly. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Coyle. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded inside the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Shoot!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Five.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
He don't know no better.
Check, 55.
He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. 12 yards there, 1st down, Vikings.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They're going to look to throw. He's got Smith here.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
55. Mike.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Protein spill. Hey, exit. Get it.
2nd and 3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
On the double.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Coyle. That's caught by Kellen. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Diggs has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let it.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Thanks.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Move. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Looking to throw. Coyle throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kelly. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kelly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 1st and 10, Coyle. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill.
Under 10. Leo. Fight.
Now it's Penny. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the twist.
Hey, Sam off.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
High 7. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
132 fighter. Bravo.
Mike 55. How you getting the headache? Mike 5-5.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nailed him, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come hit it.
On first down, Dobbins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 53. 3 buzz. Check. Hot route. Hot. Hey.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Don't get nervous. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now his defense will be searching for sack number 5. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kelly. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Coyle. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Box truck, box truck.
Mike 57. Hey, come on,
Again.
Looking to throw. Coyle throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kelly. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back to throw. Coyle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 10 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Let's go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check, 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 check.
Man.
Come on, switch it.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go,
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When